Good morning and welcome to Money Wisdom, sponsored by Johnson Brunetti. I am Natasha Lubchenko. We're teaching you smart ways to manage your money, and here with expert advice is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner and Johnson Brunetti partner. Eric, welcome back.
Great to be here.
So retirement, big life event. We talk about it all the time here on the show. Naturally, people have the same questions regarding the topic, so we're going to dive into some of the most common ones people ask. Let's start with a big one. When can I retire?
So I would ask the question of someone, when do you want to retire? Well, as soon as possible, but not really, because when you talk to a 40-year-old, 30-year-old, when can you retire? You know, oh, I'd love to retire today. But if you're getting close to retirement, now you have to decide, do I want to retire? Some people don't, right? Some people like to continue to work to afford a lifestyle or renovate a kitchen or whatever. So when can you retire starts with when do you want to retire, but you should have a plan for it, because you don't want to be surprised if your employer says time for you to retire before you're ready.
And something that might determine when can I retire or should I retire is how much money do I need to retire?
Yep. You know, and this is different for everyone. You know, people have said, well, you know, I have $1 million, or is that enough money to retire? Well, it's very specific to you. For some people, that's way more than they'd ever need. For other people, they spend that in a year. So it's figuring out what that number is, and we can help you, or good groups can help you do that, because there's two groups of people. People that saved enough for retirement, people that don't. That's it. You're one or the other, and you have to know which one you're in, because if you don't have enough, that answers the question of when can you retire real quick.
And now this next common question here is, when should I start to collect Social Security?
Depends on what your financial position is. So I don't want to be, you know, vague, and well, it depends, because it does. But if you're still working, don't draw Social Security early, most likely, before your full retirement age, because you'll get a penalty to do it. And because your Social Security amount gets bigger every year that you don't take it. Also, the general rule, my rule, is the more money you've saved, the more flexibility you have. So if you did not save any money, you wait as long as possible, because your only shot at increasing your income in the future is Social Security. If you saved a whole bunch of money, I have a hard time spending my own money when I could just spend Social Security, which is kind of someone else's money first. But the goal is to get as much out of Social Security as you can, because you paid into it for a long, long time.
All right, good points there. And now this final one, where will my retirement income come from?
Three primary sources: Social Security, pension if you have one, most importantly, your money. Maybe you work some in retirement, which for some people can, you know, enhance their lifestyle. I guess everyone enhances their lifestyle, but you know, the difference between, well, I'm working to save and I'm working to spend. So you look at those three primary things: Social Security, pension, your money. Are you being realistic about how much you can take off your money? Because I hope you live a real long time. And then you start building a plan for today and for tomorrow.
These are all great questions, and I'm sure they are just scratching the surface of all there is to know about retirement, and you have an offer for us where we can learn even more. I
do. It is the Retirement Planning Checklist. I like checklists because then you can check it off and move forward, as opposed to, oh, I got to do that. And, I mean, all this stuff is easy to procrastinate, and then it's 10 years from now and you're like, oh, I got to do that stuff. So just start moving forward on this list, because a lot of it is not that involved, and a lot of it is just conversations. People are like, oh, I have to prepare for this. Like, no, you don't. You have to sit down and answer some questions. So the Retirement Planning Checklist, you can get it free. It's moneywisdomtv.com, and you should get it and be prepared and have a plan.
Sounds like a great resource. Eric Hogarth from Johnson Brunetti, thank you. And again, you can learn more at moneywisdomtv.com. For CT Style, I'm Natasha Lubchenko. We'll see you next time.